A very good evening. I am Father Joseph OFM. At the moment, I am in Chittor district in a seminary where we have the first year students who are aspiring to become friars minor. And I am at the moment in charge of them. We have about 45 students with us. We also have a novitiate here. 9 students are there. And we also have a parish, a PU college, and we are about 10 friars working in these areas here. Thank you for calling me to share God's word with you, and it is also my passion to share God's word. I got inspiration to be a priest through my own parish priest. When he was, after the Mass, when he was conducting the adoration, he lifted the Holy Eucharist. When he raised it up high, I said to myself, Lord, give me the grace that I may one day hold you in my hands. And I, together with my mother and family, we prayed every day for this grace that I may one day become a priest to hold the body and blood of Christ in my hands. I know, having lived many years as a priest, I am the most unworthy servant to hold that blessedness in my hands. Yet God who called me is true to his call, and he makes me daily worthy to celebrate the Eucharist, though I know deep in my heart I'm the unworthy servant. Coming to the gospel today, I am actually going to speak to you on the feast of the Mary's apparitions at Lourdes. Today we have the feast of Our Lady of Lourdes. And the gospel given to us is John chapter 2, verse 1 to 11. It is a beautiful gospel where Mary plays an important role in the life of a community. And here community means every family. Community means every individual. How Mary is able to teach us how we need to go to Jesus and how we need to trust in Jesus. Mary, when she comes to know the wine is running out, because that is the character of being naturally a woman, knows about things that are happening around. They have eyes to see, and they notice very quickly what is there, what is not there. And Mary, having noticed the wine is running out, she goes to Jesus and says, they have no wine. And Jesus said, this is not my hour. Then Mary turns around to the workers, laborers, and she says, do what he tells you. John chapter 2, verse 5. A very important biblical verse for us to learn by heart. John 2, 5. Do as he tells you. One side, she approaches Jesus and says, they have no wine. And he says, it's not my hour. Then immediately she goes to the laborers and tells them, do what he tells you. It's actually a beautiful way to reflect on our own lives. Jesus has his time, but you don't have to give up trust in him. She realizes, even though he says it's not this time, not now, she puts the trust in the power of Jesus. You and I need to learn this from our mother, that we can trust in the power of Jesus. And he will work a miracle into our lives, into our family. That is the first point I want to tell you, that trust in the power of Jesus and wait for a miracle to happen in your life. And it is waiting to happen. Just hold on, have trust. even if it is delaying trust. The second one is the main point of the gospel, Jesus turning water into wine. This turning can be a kind of analogy for us. Turning water into wine. Water, a normal thing, into a wine that is more beautiful, a tasty thing, so as to say. So this turning of water into wine could be an analogy to find what is happening in our lives. For example, think that a person by name, let's put his name as John. John is undergoing an issue in his life. And John thinks he cannot give up drinks. Let us just consider that drinks. He cannot give up drinks. It is a very important thing for him. He thinks without which he cannot live. But at the same time, he is struggling. He knows that his family is struggling. That is the water of his life. The water in his life is this drink. And now, if he wants to come out of that water of life into something more sweet to the wine, then he needs to trust in the power of Jesus. Jesus is willing to change every water of issues or problems in our lives into something more beautiful, wine, sweetness, happiness, joy in our lives. We need to go to Jesus. We don't have to take all the problems at one time. Take just one issue today. Just think of one issue that you are facing today in your life. Any issue. You have a problem with your job. You have a problem in your family. You have a small issue among the spouses. You have a problem with the children, a growing up child. Take that one issue of water